Run it, young boy.
Born ready, 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 hey, hey, are you ready? On your march, get set, and we run up a chat and we pop out. Ready for the trumpet, no smoking these joy, can give it knowledge to a dropout. Yeah, can't make sleep, plus she living.
Hey everyone, welcome to the If I Speak show. We on episode 3. Yeah, we're definitely on episode 3. First take, because I'm a professional now, so I'm used to it. But yeah, we got it all in one take, the intro that is. So I've had enough of speaking. So today we got some special guests coming in. I was supposed to have like 17 guests, but everybody's busy on their purpose. These are the only people not too busy for me. So, we're going to start off with the first caller. I'm going to bring her on in a minute, but I just want to introduce the show to you guys today. Obviously, you guys remember last episode, we was talking about being on your purpose, being mindful of the enemies of progress, people obstructing you, not having your best interest in heart, and for you to take responsibility for the things you, take priority, you take serious. Sorry, I lost my train of thought there. But yes, I'm just going to jump straight into it because you guys have heard me speak enough, and I'm just going to introduce our first caller. I believe she will be here on your screen, right there. Not her actual. We're kind of low budget at the moment, so we could only get a picture of her right now. But don't she look good though, right there, ain't there? But yes, I'm going to introduce you guys to Davina. Yeah, Davina, are you there?
I'm there.
Oh, that's great. Yeah, and we're getting you loud and clear. You sound so clear. You must be calling off a iPhone.
Yeah, that's the many phones I use with it.
Are you sure?
No.
All right. So, first things first, I just need to know one thing. Do you eat meat?
Yes, but not all.
So you're not a vegan?
No.
When you say not all, what don't you eat?
Don't eat beef, I don't eat pork.
No red meat and no swine. Bloop, 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 bloop. Okay. So we can have a healthy conversation.
Yeah.
All right, cool. You're not going to stop me halfway and tell me, oh, you eat chicken? Chicken is bad.
No, I eat chicken. I might eat lamb. I just don't eat beef.
Yeah, I know, but vegans don't eat any of those. That was my point. Anyway, we're digressing. Just tell the people briefly about yourself. They know your name. Just a quick bio before we go into, the interview.
Okay. My name's Davina, obviously. I'm a mom. 35, and I'm an independent mental health advocate. Yeah.
You're independent health advocate.
Mental health advocate.
Mental health advocate. Okay, so this show is right up your street then.
Okay.
Are you agreeing? Are you? Oh, what?
It's a good thing, isn't it?
Okay, yeah, but I know you haven't seen one episode, but they don't know you haven't seen. You're supposed to pretend you've seen an episode or two. Help a brother out. Gosh, man. Nah, I'm playing. Obviously, you guys don't get to ask me no questions about the show and when it's releasing. All right. So you're an independent health advocate. Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, so that's what you do for a job, right?
Yeah.
Independent mental health. IMHA. So you're IMHA.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's your job.
Yeah.
Okay, what is your purpose?
What is my purpose? My purpose is to help people and
No. I don't want to know your roles and responsibilities at your job. What is your purpose? When I asked you to introduce yourself, the first thing you said was, I'm a mum. So I could tell you're very proud of that. I don't want to pigeonhole. I don't want to speak for you and pigeonhole you and say the only thing you do outside of work is being a mum. What is your purpose?
My purpose is helping people and to be great. I don't know if that is a purpose, but it's my purpose.
That's your purpose. No. There ain't nothing wrong with that, girl, man. Whatever you find pride in, man. So, do you know the difference between a job and your purpose?
Yeah.
All right, let me hear it.
Okay, a purpose, like for me, my purpose is the route or what's the word? Like the path, my path, like being on my path, being like whatever has shaped me to be where I need to be in life and what I'm supposed to achieve in this life that I'm living. And that's my take on it. I don't know if it's the right words, but yeah.
No, man. It's your purpose. So any word is the right word, man. You ain't gotta do no explaining on that as well. So do you feel there are any obstructions in you fulfilling your purpose in your life?
No, the only obstruction is going to be me.
Okay. When did you discover this purpose? When did you discover your purpose?
I've been living my purpose. Like every single thing that I've gone through in my life has shaped me for where I am. Work experience, life experience. It's shaping me. It shaped me for who or what I'm meant to be. And like for example, my job role. Like when I got the job and I went for it and I got the job and I saw what it was. Like it was basically what I do without getting paid, and now I get paid for it.
Okay, so you found a way to make your purpose and your job go hand in hand.
Yeah.
Okay, so you've mastered life at 35 then.
That's how you want to
Pretty much. Okay, so what has been the most significant adversity you've faced in this life, and how did you overcome it? Assuming you're not going through it now.
Okay, so I've been through many adversities, but the one significant one that I've been through that I've learned a lot from is when I was in a domestic violence relationship, basically. So that one I learned a lot through, like I learned about people. I learned like to be strong on my own. I learned a lot of things, like even like how, like even just from what I experienced in that relationship, is helped me to with other people, like with my job again. I don't know. It's made me strong and be able to face things without fear. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know.
All right. If at any point you're uncomfortable talking about certain things, just let me know. So that domestic violence relationship you was in, I don't want like nothing too personal. But when you say that was the most significant, adversity you faced, like what it was, because what's it? Because a lot of people know domestic violence relationship exists, but they don't know like the ins and outs. What's it? What's a day? What is it like day to day in a violent relationship?
Like living in.
Hold on. Before you answer that, because let me give you some more information. So, like I just said, you've mastered life at 35, right? So so you're living good right now. So you know what it's like to live good. So in comparison, what is it like day to day being in a abusive relationship?
Dark. It's dark. It's lonely.
Oh, it's lonely, yeah.
Yeah.
Because all right, so the way I picture it is that today and tomorrow and for the rest of your days, you can wake up in the morning and do whatever the f you want to do. And I've never been in a domestic violence relationship. I've never been abused or an abuser, so I can't really comment too tough. But I'll let you fill in the blanks. But can you still be you in a relationship like that?
No, 100% not. No, I can.
So.
And I learned that sorry to cut you. In that relationship, I wasn't able to be me, but I learned to be me, like to accept me. Like that person didn't accept me for who I am, and I started to realize towards the end of the relationship, I can't be myself.
Okay. And so you said you've always been on your purpose. You've always had your purpose. Was your purpose put on pause when you was in that relationship?
No, because I had to go through the experience to be able to help someone else that had been through that experience after. So no, it's still a learning curve. Like when I first got in that relationship, I was completely naive.
Was you ever happy in that relationship?
At some point, I believed I was happy, but I wasn't.
You was never truly happy. Yeah, I've been there without being in an abusive relationship. Like you think it's one of those like you think you know somebody.
Yeah.
Okay. So on a lighter note, do you feel let's say it wasn't abusive. Let's say he kept everything the same and he wasn't abusive. Was he the one for you?
No.
So why did you ever get in a relationship in the first place?
Like I said again, naive, young.
Naive to what? Naive to what avail? Like, did he like sell you in? Oh, okay. Oh, okay. You see, because this is one of the things. This is one of those if I speak moments. I'm going to speak. A lot of the times, in my experience, I feel people just get in relationships because they was attracted to the person and that person has a nice personality. Like just tick those two boxes and we're good to go. And you never really know somebody. You never really take the time to get to know them, do the dating thing, do the dating thing properly. Like we've spoken about this in the past, you and I, so you know what I mean by doing the dating thing properly. And then yeah, you just get in a relationship, and then before you know it, unfortunately, you know, this is the worst it can get. You end in a DV relationship. What was your way out?
What was my way out?
Yeah, for anyone listening that's in a DV relationship or could potentially fall in one in the future, what was your way out? You got drawn out.
She called me weak, and like I was angry with her because I don't see myself weak, and before the relationship, I don't see myself weak, and like she did that. I think it was that was when she said that, it's played in my mind for like every day up until now. It's still played in my mind that I ain't being weak for nobody. And then the next thing was, what was my way out? Them tried to kill me. So
How many times? How many times did he try and kill you?
He tried to kill me. About twice.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was about twice, and it was in the space of 1 week.
Okay.
And I tried to get away, and like, and me saying that I wanted to end it made him become violent. And like, he used to be like, you know, I had to learn through that relationship that domestic violence doesn't always mean physical beating. Okay. He got how he got me was mentally, and it broke me down.
So, okay, I don't want to spend too much time in it, but you're creating so much layers. What was the mental side of it?
The mental side of that, so I'm extraordinarily compassionate and empathetic, and I've also been told that it's not just coming from me. So like,
very emotional.
Yeah. So when like, for example, I remember one of the first things he did was when I think his nan was ill.
Yeah.
I don't know, but he said his nan was ill and he wanted me to he's like, oh, I need to borrow some money, and I was like, I didn't have it. I had my rent money. I didn't have it. He's aware that I had my rent money, and he made me feel bad by saying, oh, if she dies, I'm not gonna like, I don't know what I'm gonna do, like, I'm gonna need this to go get this for her, blah blah blah, not going into too much detail. And if anyone comes to me with their adversity, I cannot, there's a thing with me, I can't leave them because they come to me. And the fact that I know I had my rent money, but as far as I'm concerned, I still had it. So I put myself out, and then from then he saw obviously that was for him maybe a weakness. So he used to come to me for everything. There was even a time he came to me and said his dog was dying, and he needed to get the he needed me to take him to the vet or something. And I think at that time I didn't have much petrol or whatever, but I still went. I still done it for him. It was that little thing that he was breaking me down with. And then if it went wrong, it's because of you, or you'll threaten me. It's your fault. You're the reason why you made me angry and all this. And yeah.
Flipping out. That is really, really, really taking advantage of like a nice person. Like,
and that was constant. So, and then it got constant, and then to the point where my bestie told me, "You're weak," because like, she didn't understand it. Then to me trying to end it, and at the point when I tried to end it is when he got violent and started to like what he needed and stuff. It got worse and it got worse and worse and worse every time I tried to get out of it. And that's where people didn't understand why I didn't get. Why is it that I couldn't get out of it? It wasn't that. It was I literally just couldn't. It was hard, but I did. I went to the police.
yeah, like again, anyone that's not been in a DV relationship will not understand. Just leave. Just leave. Just leave.
Yeah.
That is such an ignorant like response.
Exactly.
But yeah, it sounds so silly because like I know you now, and it sounds like what? Like, it sounds so silly, and it sounds like something just so like an easy fix, like just like just do this, and that, and it's done. But like, how long were you lot together?
3 years.
Yeah, so imagine that's a lot of like sentimental time spent together, and looking back, of course you will remember the negative, but I'm sure there was a lot of positive days.
No, the man took control, but I'm a very optimistic person.
Wow, optimism isn't even the word there. you are wishing on Dragon Balls. You are like, that is faith. That is blind faith. If all you had to go on was he had a nice personality and he looked good. Wow.
No, when I say that, I'm talking about like I will find good in everything. Like my mum used to always say to me, I always see good in people.
You do.
They're really bad.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
Like I'm looking at this person and like now
and that is why I say you're wishing on Dragon Balls, because what good did you see in him past the first month?
He took me on my first date.
On your first date?
Yeah.
Was you in this DV relationship when you was at 14, 15?
No, I haven't been. I'm literally like probably I remember when someone told me I'm trapped in a time warp because I haven't lived life the way I should have.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, I haven't lived life the way I should have. So
How many countries have you been?
How many
countries? Yeah.
3.
3? Okay, so yeah, you've lived life 3 times better than most people.
Yeah.
Yeah, so but how many dates have you been on?
How many dates since then?
Yeah.
I can't count now.
Oh, that many, yeah? All right. I see you pimping. Okay, pimping. Okay. Oh my gosh. All right, look. Do you know what? That sucks. I'm glad you came out of it, and I'm glad you're a better person. And most importantly, I'm glad you're helping others that are going through it and potentially going through it. That's real power. Because it's very easy for me to be broke, get rich, and then not tell other broke people how to do it. It's very easy for me to do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, for you to come out that and then give back, I think that's very powerful. All right. So, would you say you're a success in your career?
I'm still at the beginning of my purpose.
All right. So let's not cap, because remember, I know you, okay, and I know when you started this job, and I know what position you was in, and I know what position you're in now. So, would you say you're having a successful career thus far? Yes. Good. Own it, man. Own it. You need to own it. Yeah. You need to own that, man. I don't like letting people, like downplay their success, man. you're climbing the ladder, girl, and yeah, man, you should be proud of them. You should be proud of that. So outside of your career, what do you do that's just for you? What's your where's your safe place to go? And do you go there often?
Yeah, I'm always in my safe place. My safe place is home.
Okay, home is where the heart is. And I gave it to you in a paper bag. I'm trying to get signed, you see.
Home, my bed.
So what do you do at home then? That's like just for you. You can't say watch TV, but no.
Nah, I'm a homie. I'm a proper homie. Like I literally that's why I've got people that I've known for years that haven't been to my house yet. Yeah. So if I invite anyone to the house,
It's a blessing.
People come, but I literally this is my safe place. So that means not everybody can come to my safe place. But my safe place, like what do I do at home? I listen to music, I listen to the lyrics, I have good sleep. Like I have lots of really fun things in my room then. Yeah, I retreat.
Okay.
I retreat.
You retreat. Retreat.
Yeah.
So okay, cool. How do you protect your peace?
How do I protect my peace?
Yeah, so outside of the DV relationship, like you must experience a lot of people trying to yeah. How do you protect your peace?
Alright. From the moment that relationship ended, yeah. I just protected my peace. I remember the first day when the day after it happened, like I had a friend with me. I actually wanted to add something.
Go for it.
You know about my safe place, like what do I do for me?
Yeah.
What I've started doing for me this year is exercising.
Bloop, bloop.
Yes, that's the first thing I've actually done for myself, like actually for me, for my mental health, for my physical this year is exercising.
I spoke on that last episode.
Is it?
Yeah, I did.
See.
Yeah. You can't see right now, but I just put a clip up of you doing some boxing. I just put a clip up of you. But yeah, that's for real. It's I don't want to put words in your mouth. Carry on.
But anyway, protecting my peace, yeah. I begun protecting my peace from the day after that that relationship ended. So I had a friend, she was with me when I went to the police station, and I think what happened, she went to stay at my house. She came to stay at my house like to keep like safeguard me basically. And what happened? Yeah, she I think the day after, no, she put her stuff in my house, her laptop, uni, I had my stuff. We went to go and fix my car because there's more to the story where my car got mashed up as well. When we got home, my house was broken into. My ex broke into my house. And she was so angry with me, and she's like, oh, that's your fault, you this, you that. And at that moment, I've decided I don't want to be friends with this person.
How can it be your fault for someone?
Yeah, she blamed me. She said some really horrible things during one of the worst time of my life. Like my house, my great grandma. I got pictures of my great grandma that we took just before she passed. Everything's gone. My laptop, my money, everything in my house is gone.
And all she could say was, "It's your fault."
She's like, "It's your fault." She said some really stink stuff to me, yeah? And I said, "You know," and she goes, "Oh, you're the reason why. You're the reason why that." I said, "You know what? As soon as you feel that way, I'm going to wish you all the best. I hope you pass your exams, but you know what? Our friendship's done." I cut her off in every shape, way up. I blocked her. I cut her off on internet. I mean, what's called social media, everything. And that was the start of me protecting my energy because I don't need that type of person around me.
That is what it's about. Without zero hesitation. Buy it, you gotta go.
Yeah.
Buy it, you gotta go. Speaking of buy it, you gotta go. We're kind of pressed for time right now. You've been real great though. You've been real great though. You touched on a lot of great things. I wasn't really expecting none of that. I thought this would go straightforward, straight to the point, boom, 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 and we're done. But you've been real great. But But yeah, we're gonna have to get you back on here to finish the rest of your story. We'll save that for a later day. But yeah, that was brilliant, man. That was great, man. Thanks for speaking in that. I just, in closing, yeah, I just want you to tell me, or tell everyone listening, people that have been like an enemy of your progress, how you've dealt with it, and how you're going to keep them out going forward.
You know what? I don't know if there's anyone that's an enemy of my progress because I don't really penny anyone. No one, I don't, anyone's opinion on what I'm actually doing for myself is not valid.
Okay, then, so simply, how are you keeping enemies of your progress out?
I don't have my circle. My circle, I have my few friends are people that I know are genuine, real. Like if I need sort of positive criticism, I know I can turn to them without them being nasty and bad mind. I eliminated bad mind people out of my life already.
Oh,
So that's why I don't know if there's any other people out.
Alright, you're supposed to go, but I'm gonna. This question is gonna keep you in a lot longer. Okay, so you meet someone new, and they look good, and they have a nice personality, and they want you.
They want me.
They want you. They want you. Sorry, let me. Yeah, they want you. But yeah, and they want you. So this is the whole enemy of progress thing. How do you avoid repeating a negative situation that you've already been in?
If they want me, they have to actually prove it. Because someone can say that they want you, and really they want one thing. If you just jump straight into whatever they want, you ain't I have to get to know them. I have to know who you are. Like my dad always says, if it's someone, a love interest, for example, you need to see them for a whole year. See them through their birthday. See them through when they're angry. See them around people in public, and that's how you get to know someone. You can't get to know someone on the first instance.
Okay, so did you not do that with the first person?
No.
Okay, at least you're honest. At least you're honest. All right, cool. So you didn't listen to your daddies if you have one.
Yes.
If you have one, I didn't have one. But if you've got one, listen to them. Them smart, man. All right, I'll definitely have you back on the show. You've been great. You've been very great. But I need a break now for the next caller, and yeah, man. Say bye. No. No. Thanks for coming. Thanks for coming. But yeah, tell the people bye.
Bye, people.
Alright, tell me bye.
Bye.
Damn. Gone so soon. Alright, take care, yeah? Alright, thank you. Bye. That was a great conversation we had with Davina. I think it's real powerful when a person goes through something and is able to not only come through, but give back. I know I mentioned it already, but I mention it again. It's my show. I do what I want. But no, for real though, that's very powerful, man. That's very inspiring as well. So, guys, I'm just going to take 2 minutes right now. I'm going to go set up the next caller. I'm going to make myself a little drink, soft drink, orange juice. It's a school day. But yeah, I'll be back in a minute, guys. Yeah, peace. Alright, guys, we're back. We've got caller number 2. I know the first one went on for a bit. I'm going to try to keep this one short and sweet. You know what I'm saying, man? But yeah, like I said, man, I'm done speaking. So I'm going to let someone else do the speaking for me, guys. Here's caller number 2. Her name is Ebbs. Ebbs, are you there?
Hi, I'm here.
Ebbs, are you there? I can't hear you.
Hi, I'm here.
No, seriously. Hello?
Hello?
No, I'm joking. I could hear you all this time.
I can hear you.
I know, I could hear you too. I was just playing with you. Alright, first question. First question, yeah, before we start anything, I need to know this. This is important. Do you eat meat?
Yeah.
Yes. Every meat.
No.
What meat don't you eat? You don't eat the swine.
Duck.
Duck?
Yeah.
Raw. Okay.
I only eat the only thing. I think it's easy to consider meat. So I do eat currently a lot of meat. I only eat chicken, occasionally beef, and very, very occasionally lamb. That's it.
So you're mostly on the white meat.
Yeah, because red meat, my body takes longer to process. So.
Okay. 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 Cool. So you're not vegetarian, no vegan, no nothing. We can have a healthy conversation. Yeah.
I guess so.
I guess so. I guess so. Ebs. I know I asked you this before, but that was just for your audition. You gave me a great answer. That's why you're here now. What's your job? What's your purpose? Do you know the difference?
Alright, cool. So currently I'm doing a general management apprentice with a public transport industry in London. And my purpose, I think, is to actually provoke people's minds and to think in a positive way. I feel like I'm starting to normalize people around me to talk about their lives in a positive way in order to recognize that, you can't have a rosy mindset and get far in life because a lot of people.
Hold on. Hold up. You did not just say what I think you just said. So I'm going to allow you to repeat yourself. And could you just speak a little bit louder for me, please? You're speaking very quiet. It sounds like you're very far away.
Can you hear me a lot better now?
Not a lot better, but I can hear you better.
Well, for me, I don't believe in the woe is me mindset. I feel like looking at my life and how I've been able to manifest and actually have the things I have is because I didn't have that woe is me mindset. I just pushed through. Some people it's cold hearted. What it is really is you're applying the 5x5 rule. If it doesn't apply or it's not gonna affect you in 5 years' time, don't spend more than 5 minutes pondering over it. Anything that's gonna come in the way between you and the way you need to be, you just need to let it go. Because some things are not in our control. Do you know what I'm saying? Like you can't control the situation, but you can control your reaction. So I will always come at the flip side. But I know not all situations you can do that. But I feel like it's important to be that beacon of light in people's lives because we're caught up in such a negative world where everything is let's complain about this, let's complain about this, but you're not doing well for yourself if you're surrounded by that all the time. You can't flourish in a bed full of weeds. Do you get what I'm saying? You need to have some flowers planted in your life to blossom. I think the biggest compliment I ever received about that was being told that I'm an earthly angel. And I asked the person,
wait, who told you that?
One of my mum's good friends.
Okay.
And the context of it is that I had to root deep to show her that, the way you're acting now is rooted from learned behaviours. You need to unlearn patterns. And even myself, I'm still doing it myself because we get conditioned to become in our environment and to think like others around us are really, we're brought into this world alone and we're going to leave alone. So you need to work out where you stand within that. And I think me being open has allowed me to do that, and I've encouraged others around me to also do the same. And some people say it's coming from a spiritual place. I think it's a lot deeper than that because you have to think although yes, we are in a physical world, there is also a spiritual battle going on. And I feel like it's important to align yourself with where you're wanting your life to go without getting too deep.
Get deep.
As I said to you before, like one of the books that really changed my life was Law of Attraction, and I'm going to law of attraction is the death to us part. But Law of Attraction is deeper than just those 3 words. For me, it's about unlearning certain behaviours and changing your mindset to understand that what you invest your time and energy into, you actually bring into life when you manifest. And I can give good examples of that.
I have to stop you there. I have to stop you there. All right. How do you be on your purpose?
For for me, I feel like my purpose is called me. Like, I don't think it's something that I've actually gone out to seek. I think because I've been open, I've allowed it to happen and manifest for me. And I think it's almost like I'm using a vessel to kind of spread a message and to help other people. I feel like it's made me to be a beacon of light in others' lives and to provoke a way of thinking and a thought process that we're not accustomed to having. And it is genuinely, it stems on the positive mind frame.
Sorry to cut you. Sorry to cut you, because if I allow you to speak anymore, you will repeat yourself. But okay. So, would you say you have found your purpose or not?
I think I'm living in my purpose. I think I have found.
So you have found. So you have found your purpose.
Yeah.
All right. Cool.
Yeah.
What's the difference between your job and your purpose?
I feel like my job.
Why do you do your job, and why do you live out your purpose?
I do my job to finance the life that I live, i.e., your necessities, your bills, and that's obviously the gratification that you get from the job is your paycheck. My purpose, on the other hand, there's nothing more rewarding than seeing someone take their head up off of the ground or look beyond just what's in front of them and look at life a bit more holistically to actually understand that it's deeper than what they're currently going through. If you were to throw your problems into a pile, you take them right back after that conversation I've had with you to show you and enlighten you that you have a lot more in your life to be grateful for than just this current situation. It won't rain forever. And I think training that mindset that other people can actually see it have real life impact is a lot more rewarding for me. I love helping people and I love seeing that breath of fresh air pumped into somebody, as I would like to say.
All right.
The difference between my purpose and my job, just to summarize what that is, I feel like it's much more rewarding for me to live in my purpose than my job. I feel like anyone can do a job. You just have to apply yourself and work hard. The work ethic is there, but the purpose is something that you have to be open to receiving. Not everyone has found theirs yet.
Yeah. I agree. I totally agree with that point. What are you doing to make your all right? So let's say your purpose right now is level 5. Yeah. What are you doing to take it to the next level?
So currently, I've actually got a stack of books. I'm still working my way through reading. I'm trying to move away from just female authors and to go into the kind of male, the male domain as well. I've been tuning into a few podcasts also. I feel like knowledge is power, and I feel like I'm someone that's still learning. So for me to help my purpose, I have to be open to still learn from others. That doesn't mean to fold on my values and morals, but it means to grow in that as well. That makes sense. Like, I'm not stagnant. I know that I haven't reached my prime, as you said, this level to this. So there's books I've got to read still. I'm tuning into different podcasts, and I'm also learning from other people's life experiences and my own to actually help others.
Okay. All right. So what are you doing to take your purpose to the next level? Let me tell you what I heard, because this is what I heard in this conversation that we're having. My purpose is to give to others, in short. And I asked you, what are you doing to take it to the next level? I.e., how are you going to help others? And this is what I just heard. I heard you're still in a phase right now where you are not giving to others, you're just learning. But at what point are you going to take it to the next level of helping others?
Well, it's funny you actually say that.
Why is it funny? What's funny about what I just said?
Because it's not funny, but it's
I know, I'm clowning.
my word is off. But I feel like I'm educating myself to be able to take my purpose to the next level. Like, I'm in the process of writing a book. I actually write poems. I think it's about finding the confidence to put out my spoken word. Like, I was looking at a video I recorded of myself the other day, and I was like, Ebony, why don't you put it out? And I feel like I need to overcome that block of what if. Does that make sense? I of the resources, the skills, the abilities to make it happen. But it's about overcoming that what if, and I feel like I'm at that point now where I'm like, I believe in myself. Like, I believe in myself enough so that even if I just change one person's life, that
you've done the job. Yeah, you've done the job.
Yeah, I've done the job. I'm saying, and I feel like, especially as a young black female, you know,
Power.
there are positive role models out there, but you know, this you can never be in abundance of that.
Oh, for sure. Oh, for sure. And there's definitely enough to go around. There's definitely enough ears listening. There's like
100%.
Like
yes,
everyone goes through like their own situation, but no, like it's unique to a certain extent, but on a broader term, like no situation is unique. Like you may feel like you're the only person that stubs their toe on the corner of the bedside, but there's like 1,000 people that have stubbed their toe through the bedside. So now you share your journey about how you stubbed your toe, how you fix your toe, etc., etc. There's somebody that stubbed their toe that will listen to that story and be like, oh my gosh, yes, you helped me. But yeah, a lot of people.
Also, to flip it, you have to think. Sorry, not to cut you, but flipping it also, I could look at it like there's people out here that are already helping others. Why should I help? But you have to think when you go into your local supermarket, there's how many brands of bread, and everyone's still selling. You know what I'm saying? Like no one's got the type of bread that I've got going on. Because it's personally bread to a shaper. So
nobody's got the kind of bread. Okay, sorry, Where did this confidence come from? So I get the vibe that you're a confident woman. Where did this confidence come from?
I was raised by a confident woman. And I feel like,
is that a black queen raising a black queen?
Amen. And I feel like you're right. If it takes a village to raise a child, and I would 100% put my confidence, my growth down to my environment. As I said, you can't blossom in a bed full of weeds. I'm surrounded by beautiful flowers, and it's not just female people in my life, but also the male people I have in my life. And I'm very grateful.
I love that.
For the friends and family that I have. Do you get what I'm saying? And it's not necessarily just race. But ironically, for me, I have a lot of influential black people around me, which has made me feel empowered, but also humble in the sense that, as I said to you, I'm not at my peak yet. I know I've still got growing and learning, hence why I'm able to openly say I'm not there, but I have the foundation and the support around me to get me there.
Hold on 1 second. Hold on. I need to pause you right there. Yeah, we'll move on from that because you've been great so much, but I feel like you can talk for England. You might as well take over the show because I don't even want to speak on the show. It's called If I Speak. And every time I speak is a problem, so I try not to. So you're speaking, you're doing well enough, man. Keep me quiet, you know what I'm saying, man? What kind of adversity have you faced in your life?
Pardon?
What kind of adversity have you faced in your life?
Okay, you have to break down that adversity.
Okay, adversity. Okay, so like, let's say, okay, so let's say I'm going to school every day. On my way to school, there is a big road that I am afraid to cross. I have a fear of crossing that road. So I go the long way round to go over the bridge to avoid crossing that road. And as I go further down the road, there is a bully. He waits for me on this specific road because he knows no other adult is going to be there. So he waits for me in that road. So to avoid him, I then go the long way round. In going the long way round, it now takes me longer to get to school. So now I have to leave my house earlier. If I have to leave my house earlier, I have to wake up earlier. If I wake up early, that means I have to go bed early. If I go bed earlier, so on and so forth. So like the chain reaction goes forth. So now, when someone asks me, when you're going to school, what adversity did you face? Well, it was the fear of crossing the road. It was the fear of being bullied. I had to be on time, so I had to go bed earlier. I had to go bed earlier, wake up earlier, get ready earlier. I had to do everything in a lot shorter time.
And so it's almost challenges.
It's not really challenges because that challenge, because you don't have to accept a challenge. You do have to face adversity. Like if it is something that you want to do, and like going to school is something that we have to do, pretty much. So you have to face adversity. But yeah, very similar to like a challenge, but a challenge that you have to face.
Okay, so
Because now my follow up question is then going to be, how did you overcome that adversity?
okay, so personally, I feel like in the most in the most blunt way, because I can only express it that way, I feel growing up and I think everyone around me was vouching that knows me, my looks put me in a lot of trouble. And I say that because
Obviously,
I think it's a
so
prejudication.
obviously, I've got a picture of you up right now, so people can see you right now.
Yeah, so when people look at me, they don't see Ebony. They think of a whole other persona. You don't think I'm the person that is beneath that skin. Does that make sense?
Okay.
So that prejudgment has held me back. For example, I had gone to free school growing up. I went to two sixth forms growing up, but people didn't know why. They just heard, "Oh, you moved from school. Oh, you look like you're one of them bad girls." Da, 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 da.
One of them what girls?
They call it them bad girls.
Oh,
I was
bad
told
girls.
by
Oh, you were a little bad girl.
yeah, yeah, you look like one of them bad children. But breaking it down, I was always that person that was overly nice, overcompensated, and was very much selfish. I'm very selfish now, not gonna lie, but I'm not as stupid with it. And when I say stupid, I'm not so blindsided by what I'm giving out versus the reception. Does that make sense?
Kind of.
So, for example, I think one of the adversities I grew up with is knowing that people always going to judge me based on how I
By
look,
the way you look,
not
yeah.
even knowing me. And it was one of the ones where when I went to a job interview, my very first job interview, every job interview I've been to, ironically, I've got the job. However, the question that comes after is, "Oh, I wouldn't expect you to go for this." And I'm just, it gets to the point where you're like,
So annoying.
I can't handle how you perceive me. But one thing I do know is that if you give me the opportunity, I can show you that there's more to me than what you first perceive. And even my current manager said to me, "You are one of the most self-managed people that I would never, not like that to be rude, but I would never have thought it." And I said, "Why?" When I met you, you just didn't really get that impression. But without saying, because you're a black
Yeah.
child,
Yeah. Without saying that.
without saying all those unspoken things. And I think that's been one of the most major stumbling blocks for me. And then it's the weight thing. Do you get what I'm saying? Because however that comes into play, people think I'm insecure, or I'm always being told, "Why don't you go to the gym? Why don't you do this? Why don't you do that?" And I feel like one of the other things that I've actually had to grow up and understand for myself, as long as I'm comfortable with how I look and the person I see in the mirror, then that's fine. And I think that's why also with my personal journey, I quite intentionally make sure that I let other young women around me know it's okay. Your body's gonna grow, stretch, shrink. It's gonna get flabby at one point. You're gonna go through the motion, but it's about embracing every part of that. I look back at pictures of me from 2014 and I'm like, I was a twig, like in my eyes, and now I look at myself and I'm like, you're healthy. You're not skipping those no more. You're not doing. Do you get what I'm saying? So you have to understand that people are gonna judge you from the outside without actually knowing the context of what you're actually going through. And every success I've gone through, I feel like I've actually deserved it based off of the hardship I also faced growing up as a child in school and in social peer groups, and understanding that I'm always going to be that person that's going to look like, "Oh, you're a beg." No, I was raised by a person that showed me, unless someone's done wrong to you, you have no reason to be nasty or vindictive towards them. You don't need to be jealous of nobody because you don't want for nothing. Do you get what I'm saying? But people weren't raised from them kind of home, so they always second guess your intention or your nature of kindness. So you can't be genuinely nice in that world. That's what I thought.
And to add to what you said, people weren't raised from homes like that. Some people didn't have a choice. In the sense of when they left school and came home, their parents were still at work. So that big brother or big sister was raising them. The television was raising them. What they experienced at school was raising them. So yeah, so it's a lot of things. People are raised different, man. And I feel like that's where we fall short as a community. Where not even a community, man, as a society, in the sense of parents can't raise their children because they're at work all day.
not just that, but I feel like also studying sociology, I understand that although primary socialization of the home is important, you're not even raising your kids no more. Your children are at school for 7-8 hours. The kids that they're growing up with are raising them as well.
But we done.
So you're out.
No, I have to call cap because there's math to prove otherwise. So school is what 9 till 3:30. Yeah. Let's do secondary school, not primary school. But you can do primary school if you want. But let's do secondary school when you're going through adolescence. You get an hour break, an hour and a half break ish, and every lesson is a different teacher in secondary school. You get a different teacher every lesson. So there is no consistent there's no consistent parental guardian or there's no consistent role model at school. Like you might have your favorite teacher, but you have that teacher 3 times a week. Whereas at home, you're at home for the rest of the time. So let's say it's an hour to go to school, an hour to come back. That's 8 hours. Yeah, 6 hours at school plus 2 hours traveling. That's 8 hours at school. You still have 16 hours where you're at home. Granted, 8 of those hours you spend sleeping, but the other 8 when you're awake. Again, plus you only in school, was it 9 months of the year? Something like that. I can't remember that. But yeah, so and then you take weekends, inset days. Their parents do get a lot of time. They get way more time than the school does. The school might get a lot of time, but individual teachers they don't. And even more so to the point, even if you do have a favorite teacher, that teacher is also teaching like over 100 kids a week.
No, I agree and see where you're coming from. I feel like I can only see the full picture now as someone that's grown up and come out of those phases of life. Does that make sense? But when you're in that situation, I didn't even realize the reason why they were being nasty.
Right, we got to move on anyway because we're running out of time. We're moving out of time, man. I'm trying to budget this correctly. This has to be a 2-part episode for sure. Alright, so you take care of a lot of people, and you have aspirations to do it. You know that is your purpose. You say that's your purpose. Who takes care of you?
Honestly, my journal and the Lord above me. In a wholeheartedly.
Oh, you're a woman of faith.
Yeah, I am, and I feel like if I had to say someone physically, I would say my mum and my partner are the two that I can go to. Obviously, I have a very small circle of people I also can go to. I'm very grateful for the people that I have in my life. I feel like when it comes down to it, my misery doesn't like company in it. I'm not gonna lie. So I'd rather take pen to paper and I'll write poems. I'll write the days. I can write everything that's how I feel. But turn to someone, that's a real vulnerability, and I feel like there's only so many people I can be vulnerable with.
And that's smart. You're smart for that. That's what your journal is. Your journal is going to be your best friend. And as much as you're giving now, you have to be savvy to is you might not get nothing back, and that needs to be all right. If that is your purpose, if that is what you want to do, you may go out.
I live in that, and I live by that 100%. I'm giving without the thought of ever receiving back. For example, you support someone's business. I'm not going to support your business thinking you're going to support my hair business.
Sometimes it's not even possible. Yeah, sometimes it's not even possible. Like you might be supporting someone that's bald.
But not even that. You might personally feel like your ex. I feel like we were doing great, but I just personally don't feel like that's something I want to do. And I wouldn't hold no malice to that. But there's people that will.
You can't.
I don't, because to me, I know that if you are in my life, you want to see the best of me in it. You may not always be able to physically support me, but I know that intention is also vibrational positive for me. So that feeds me and feeds my idea, feeds my growth indirectly. I don't think support always necessarily has to be me.
Okay.
Or buying your business.
Okay. Again, and I'm only doing this in the interest of time. Once I've got a million followers, a million views and stuff, we can talk for however long we want, but we have to, but I have to get to a main point. What do you do that is just for you? Where is your safe place, and do you go there often?
Okay, so in short, my safe place is in my creative outlet, both in hair and poems. So I write poems earlier, and I'm in the process of writing a book. And I feel like that's my safe space because I love to have that creative outlet, and I do go there pretty often. I think that's when I'm the most creative. And yeah, I think I've answered the question.
Yeah, that's cool. You need to be honest now, because this is a very serious point, because I like preaching self-love, and one of the things I said is you think you are loving yourself, but really you're being a detriment to yourself. You have work tomorrow at 6 a.m. Yeah. So what time do you go bed when you have work tomorrow at 6?
11, yeah.
11 p.m. All right, cool, brilliant. Obviously, I don't have work tomorrow at no time, but I call you at 3 a.m. I want to talk about Power. Last week's episode of Power. Oh my gosh, I just caught up on last week's episode of Power. Blah blah blah. Let's have a chat.
I feel like, especially, and this is the thing that annoys my friends. If my phone rings, I'm a strong believer of you must answer if you can. So if my phone's on loud, which it normally is, I don't see my phone on silent, I will answer that phone. From when you started speaking, if I realize it's going to be a casual conversation, I may interrupt you and I'll say, look, unfortunately, I've got to get up in a couple of hours. I'll give you a call back when I'm up.
Okay.
When it comes to something so casual as that, because
that's enough.
I know I allow sleep. I can't run on nothing.
Yeah, no, that's enough. That's enough, because if you had said anything other than that, I would have been real worried, because a lot of the times people expect, like, they feel entitled to your time. Like, your free time is theirs just to fill with nonchalant stuff.
No, I rein that in. I feel like
okay. So yeah,
I'm a reliable person, but I can't just sit around and talk casually all the time because I've got things I need to do for myself, and I've got a lot going on for myself, as well as trying to make sure that I can make everyone in my life feel like they're appreciated and loved and have that time that they require.
Okay. Yeah. Listen, you hit the nail on the head. This is what I wanted to. This is what I wanted to draw out of you, and yeah, I drew it out of you. That is great. That's real great. You have to rein it in. Listen,
I love people in my life, and I love them a lot, but I love me more, because without me, I can't help you.
Of course, you can't pour from an empty jug.
If my glass is empty, I can't pour nothing into you. I can't help
Snap.
you. I'll be dead to the waters.
Yes, snap. Yeah, oh, that's powerful. Ebbs, you're a powerful black woman. You have a powerful mind, and you speak very well. Like, you've been great on this show. I think you got a great point across. But unfortunately, I'm gonna have to love you and leave you. But we will have you back somewhere down the line. After you watch the episodes and stuff, maybe you might have a few points you want to throw in. Feel free to hit me up. Let me know. I appreciate you calling in and giving us your time.
I appreciate you having me and giving me this opportunity to.
I have to.
It's such a controversial topic, because so many people do know what their purpose is, and I feel like I'm still in the process of defining myself, because we never stop learning, we never stop growing, and I feel like this is a great thing. Keep going. Thank you.
No. It's my pleasure, man. I appreciate you, man. I really do. But yeah, I'm gonna leave you there now. I'm gonna get this outro out the way. But yeah, I'll talk to you very soon anyway, as it stands. Yeah. But thank you. Yeah. Say bye to the people.
Bye.
With your loud mouth.
See you later.
Say bye to me.
Bye, Jen.
Oh, gone too soon, man. All right, take care, yeah, Ebbs. Bye. That was great. That was fantastic. We had 2 fantastic callers in today, and I feel like their stories were different, but the message was the same, if you know what I'm talking about. And as for what Ebony said at the end, thanks for having me on the show. Listen, it's not about building a platform for myself and me being the only one speaking. Like, my point is the only one that's relevant. I want this platform for you as well. And as the weeks go on and as we start going on different topics, and you start feeling better about yourself, you know, you come over here, man, and you talk it with your chest. Because I think it's very important. Like, why I started this show was because, like, watching a lot of shows and everything, there's a lot of times when I want to chime in and give my 2 cents. I didn't really agree with what was going on out there, you know. And even with like the entertainment shows, the entertainment podcasts, the controversial podcasts, the motivational podcasts, again, there's always moments where you just want to chime in and just be like, you know, turn it towards my perspective so I can, you know, get some growth out of it, you know. But anyway, I've digressed. Like, we had great callers. I think it was a great show today. I'll see you all next week, man. Thanks for tuning in. Take care.
Need some more pay for the wizard, nigga, I'm born ready. I got hitters and they war ready. Are you ready to live? I was born ready.